to the city, I broke out the nut. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Milton. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchdown, and they'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Eagles.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Deron Bland with the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
Dragon 60. Drag 8. Panther 6.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers. His 4th TD grab of the season. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18, turn 60. Mustang 19, Lion.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. That rookie 3rd-round pick. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
60 match, 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st down, Cowboys.
Let's go now.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. 19, Sergeant. Go.
Getting out of the gun is Milton. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Ready? Bronco 80. Cup 19. Ready?
Milton going to look to throw it again. Pass right side, caught by Lamb. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
To the air once more is Milton. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
But think back to their first possession of this game, Mike. It resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk Panther 60, Panther 18, Lateral 18 Rattlers. 65 Cats. 6 Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Come on, come on.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing on second down is Milton. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3rd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they go to work on 1st and goal. Blue will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys will get out in front, 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Marquise Bell up to make the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
18, 70, Timberwolves. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Check out.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, ready. Come on, come on.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ridge, 19, 19 tight, 19 tight.
A run once more with Blue. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70. Cup 19, cup 19. Hurt, hurt.
Throwing, Milton. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 50, trap 50. Panther 11, Panther. Ready.
Try and throw with Milton. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Go.
On 4th down, here's Milton. Down to the 10. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Dallas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Panthers 7. Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set. 18. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
At the 42-yard
Cowboy
line.
80. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Panthers 60, Panthers Mustang 19.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. Dragon 60, Trap 60, Trap 60. Warrior 70.
He'll look to throw. Pass to the receiver, Horn. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 70.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play on 4th down. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown Carolina. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. He's got it. Panthers back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. That's over the Andrews. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
60 Cowboys, first down.
19 Lions.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, here's Milton. Quick throw here is complete.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Ready, set.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Matoos. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the gun, here's Milton. Open man, downfield, it's C.D. Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Break.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cowboy first
19
down.
Hawk 70. Hawk.
Throw once more, here's Milton. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Set to go now on first and 10. Throwing again is Milton. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Second and 10.
Come on. Panther 11. Panther 68. 18. Run. Ready.
Milton going to look to throw it again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, go.
And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back.
Ready.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
18. 6. Mustang 19. Up. Let go.
To throw, it's Milton. A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. And he missed it. It's no good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And he is planted backfield. defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Ready, set.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Panther 60, 79 Broncos, Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running. And of course, that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones. And saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there, just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
60. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Go.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a 3rd. So good decision. Just throw it away.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. Moving to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Cowboy 80. Let go.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jimmy Horn Jr. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
Get it.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
58 seconds. Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun is Milton. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Let's go now. 19.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First
Warriors 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. 19 Lions.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Rolling to the left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. They punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Running left is Brooks. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2, and no further.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Again, it is Brooks. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and
6. Okay, break. 2. Bronco 80. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready,
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboys, trap 76.
Throwing, Milton. That's down the field for Lamb. That is hard. And he will go all the way. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go. Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Brooks. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready. Mustang 19, 60 back.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Warriors, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19, 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler, Cub 19, Cub 19. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll let one go. Down the middle. That one incomplete. Hovering. Outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
Here we go.
A give. Here comes Blue. Lots of space. Past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18, Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Hurry.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
Cowboy
line.
80. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Carolina. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready. Go.
This is Blue. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
On the ready.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
17. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Milton. A quick slap taken by Lang. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here we go. Check.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, talk things over before third down.
On the check. Come back in. And 16 average. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19, 18. Pioneer.
On play action, here's Milton. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And he's got another one. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
60 Bearcats, 60.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing is Milton. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the
So
Cowboys.
now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6.
Trevor Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the jump. Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Go get him, go get him. 79 Broncos, 2. 70 Timber, trap 60, trap Mustang 19. Buffalo, ready.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Warriors, 70. 70. 70 Lions. 19 tight. Come 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to air this one out. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, come 19, come 19. 19 Lion, 60 Bobcats, 60, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw yet again. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Okay, the offense break. Staying put. They will go for 2.
They're going
to try to run it in. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready.
They run straight ahead with Blue. And he'll get about 5.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Again, it's Blue. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.